Romans 6:1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Certainly not. Even when people lived without knowing God, God loved them with grace and God's grace reached out to them. The result of this is that through the one sacrifice of Christ on the cross, by obedience to the cross, anyone can receive justification and abundant eternal life. If death entered all through the transgression of the first man, Adam, then through the obedience of Jesus Christ, everyone has the opportunity to receive eternal life. While speaking about this subject, one thing that Apostle Paul says very passionately is that the more the sin of men increased, the more death reigned over them. So much more, or to the point of neutralizing it, God's grace also increased. The more they were away from God, the more they became enemies. The more the grace needed to bring them back and bring them closer to God increased. But someone who hears this might reasonably have a doubt, thinking that the more they could transgress, the more grace would increase. But Apostle Paul says that this is not how it should be understood. If we were once dead in sin, we are now dead to sin by grace. That is, our desire to sin is dead. Then we can no longer live in sin. The apostle then makes it clear that we should count ourselves dead to sin and alive to Christ. Those who live for Christ must do the will of God. If we live in sin, we will gradually become its slaves. Since the wages of sin is death, sin must no longer have dominion or reign in our bodies. We must recognize the grace of God that empowers us to reign over sin and use that power to keep ourselves from falling into transgression. God bless you.